The key cards for the new Ashen theme are Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, and Obsidian, the Ashen City. Let's talk about Vados first, since it's a monster you might see even outside of Ashen decks. Vados can spring out of your hand as a quick effect to lay waste to any card in the field zone. When you use this effect, you special summon Vados to your opponent's field, destroy the card that was targeted, and then you can either add to hand or set an Ashen Continuous Trap from your deck. There are many field spells out there that add a monster from deck to hand and set off entire combos on their own, so a quick effect way to eliminate them before they can do that can be very useful indeed. But what about the big monster you leave your opponent with? Your opponent will be hard pressed to use Vados to advance their strategy, because if it goes from your opponent's field to your graveyard, you can use it to destroy all monsters on the field. The Ashen field spell is Obsidian, the Ashen City. If it's destroyed or banished while it's in the field zone, you get to special summon an Ashen monster from your deck. Destruction is preferable, as Obsidian can return a copy of itself from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck to let you draw a card during your end phase. There's one more line of text there at the start, which will be important momentarily, but at the most basic level, what you want to do is put Obsidian on the field, then destroy it with Vados, special summon Vados to your opponent's field, get an Ashen Continuous Trap from your deck, and special summon an Ashen monster from your deck. All of the Ashen monsters can be special summoned from your hand while Obsidian is on the field. The King of the Ashen City can command other Ashen monsters into battle. The basic version of the effect special summons from your hand, but if your opponent controls a monster with 2800 attack or more, like Vados, you get to special summon from your deck instead. A king with a massive dragon-sized problem is often in need of a hero to deal with it. As a quick effect in the main phase, Hero of the Ashen City can destroy any pyro monster on the field. Then, if it destroyed Vados, you can place an Obsidian from your deck into your field zone. This is also where the first line of Obsidian comes into play. During your turn, it greatly expands the reach of which monsters your hero can strike down by changing your opponent's special summon monsters into pyro monsters. Finally, the last of the Ashen monsters in Phantom Nightmare is Priestess of the Ashen City, who can add any other Ashen card from your deck to your hand. I think you'll find yourself using this to get another copy of Obsidian quite frequently, but you can also grab any of the other Ashen monsters. As long as Obsidian is on the field, having the King or the Priestess is the same as having all three. King can special summon Priestess, who adds Hero, or special summoning Priestess lets you add King, which special summons Hero from the deck. One of the great things about Vados is that it can set this trap card directly from your deck. So if you destroy your opponent's field spell on the first turn of the game and give them Vados, they now have to deal with the fact that you can just take it back from them on your turn if they leave it on the field, or if they get rid of it, you can wipe out all monsters on the field, add Vados back to your hand, give it over to them again on your turn, and then take it back from them with the trap. In the process, your opponent's monsters will lose 2800 attack points, likely leaving them with nothing. A successful strike with Vados and all three Ashen monsters will deal exactly 8000 damage, so you'll be putting your opponent in a difficult spot from the word go. I've spoken a lot about the importance of both Vados and Obsidian, so I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this highly convenient card that could get them both in a flash. Awakening of Vados is a quick play spell that puts Obsidian directly on the field, on either player's side of the field. Then, if your opponent controls a card in the field zone, you can add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro monster from your deck to your hand. The obvious choice is Vados, since this is Awakening of Vados. But keep in mind you can grab King of the Ashen City or Hero of the Ashen City as well, to help you assemble all the pieces you need to achieve victory. All of these cards are easy to get out of your deck, and in addition to using the in-theme cards, you can use Bonfire to add Priestess of the Ashen City to your hand, or Allure of Darkness to dig deeper into your deck, since all your monsters are dark.